Hey everyone. Alright, we're finally here. We're at the last of the concert DVDs. Poor Californian Me 98. Live at the Shoreline Amphitheater, Mountain View, California, August 30th, 1998. Okay, at this point, I have covered this version of the set list I don't know how many times. Ecstasy of Gold, Bread Fan, Master of Puppets, A Wolf and Man, Thing That Should Not Be, Fuel, Memory Remains, Bleeding Me, The Bass Guitar Doodle, Nothing Else Matters, Until It Sleeps, King Nothing, Wherever I May Roam, One, Fight Fire with Fire, Low Man's Lyric, Four Horsemen, Last Caress, Sabbath True, Enter Sandman, Creeping Death. Okay, cool, alright. But, there were no pyros. It's really, really weird because when I saw them on this tour at Pine Knob, there were pyros. There were flames that came up through the floor during both Fuel and Fight Fire with Fire. Drew and I both were at this concert. We both talked about this. And we both remember these pyros, but none of these shows have pyros. At least they never show the pyros? Or maybe I'm turned every time the pyros are on. I don't know. I thought I was paying attention, but... of all the live concerts... they all have their kind of pick and choose moments, I think. But I want to say that probably Poor East Asian Me is still kind of the one I enjoy the most. Part of it's the set list. Whoops. Yeah, I think a good part of it really is the set list. I just prefer the set list on Poor East Asian Me. I like the set list that they do that's the kind of the in-between, the load-reload tours. The one where the Kill Ride medley's still there, but a couple of the other songs are kind of missing. I really enjoy the acoustic sets. The acoustic sets to me, hold on. The acoustic sets to me are probably one of the best parts of this. And in the Poor Californian Me, I really do enjoy the acoustic set. I think they had a lot of fun with it. I do enjoy these concerts actually more than I enjoyed the ones that were in the Load set. The Load set had some cool ones. Like I like the Tartiak show, partially because it's Canada, partially because, it's as far north as you could possibly get. It was a big deal at the time, whatnot. So there is part of me that really likes, bits and pieces of the Load live. But overall, I think I'd rather go with Reload. The whole way around, I didn't realize how little they honestly played live from Reload. Especially well out on the tour for it. The fact that Devil's Dance got played more during the Load tour than it did during the Reload tour says a lot. And then, they jam out a couple riffs here and there from Load, but, none of them were on here. It's just none of the actual songs. Reload had some good tunes on it, and they're just not Bad Seed, they should have played live, Outlaw Torn, obviously, if you know me and you know what I'm like, I think Outlaw Torn, but and I know that Fixer Can't Be Done, and I know Outlaw Torn, another album. But you know, like there are songs that even going with that though, even when it comes to Load, like Load and Reload, it was kind of like the same songs being kind of trudged out, and that was kind of the end of it. And it's a real shame because there was some really good stuff on there. The Californian Me, the one of the best parts about the poor Californian Me actually is during the bass guitar doodle. It is one of the few times there's a live recording where you actually get to hear James singing Where the Wild Things Are. And that was kind of cool. Because usually it doesn't happen. And it was one of the times where Jason and Kirk both kind of really get into that song. And there's another song that really could have been brought out and really should have been brought out and wasn't. Just my thing, I guess. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down below. I got one more DVD to get through, and then I'm going to wrap up the whole entire box set. So 2 more episodes after this related to everything with a whole nother kitchen sink. I do thank everybody that's been with me the whole way through on these. You guys have been great for keeping up with me, and I do have a new special series that'll be coming after this. More to come about that as we get to that. Otherwise, folks, comments down below, like button, subscribe button, bell for notifications, couple links worth checking out. Otherwise, peace, love, take care.